Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out. If all you used was chopped green onion, chopped parsley, and some chopped garlic, that's all you'd need for this Boudin recipe. But I like more flavor, so we're going to chop some red onion, some celery, some bell peppers, some jalapeno pepper, and we'll add that to the mix. Now here I've got some raw andouille sausage links. We'll just cut these open and peel out all the meat. Then just add it all to a hot pot, get it all mashed up, and cook it through thoroughly. Then I like to add some butter. Once that's melted in a bit, we'll go ahead and add all of our veggies and get these sautéing. One of my secret ingredients is clam juice. And a little red wine. Now to make boudin, we've got to make blood sausage. In order to do that, you've got to add some liver. Then you want to just top it off with some broth, and you can use vegetable or chicken. Then once you get this stirred in a bit, we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients. Some salt, some black pepper, some chili powder, and a little bit of cayenne. I also like to shake in some Worcestershire. And once you've got all this mixed in, you're going to go ahead and top it off with the lid and let this simmer for about 30 minutes. Now here's what you end up with. You've got more of a soupy texture here, and you've still got some real nice chunk but tenderness to the meat. But you want to add this to a blender so you can pulse it just to thin it out a bit. Now you just want to strain out all the liquid so you can use it to cook the rice. Just run a spoon or a spatula back and forth until all the liquid is gone. Then just add the meat back to the pot. Now you don't have to cook your rice this way, but there is so much flavor left over in this broth. So once you've rinsed your rice, you can go ahead and fill it up with the broth. Now if you can reach your index finger down into the broth, touch the rice with the very tip of your finger and have the liquid cross your first knuckle. You're good to go. That's all the liquid you're going to need to cook this rice to perfection. And once it's done, all you have to do now is add the rice to the meat mix. Now this is the exact same recipe you want to use when you're making boudin balls, and I'll plug that video at the end of this recipe. But today, we're going to stuff this boudin into hog casings. And you can usually buy this or pick this up from your local butcher. And if you've got a meat grinder you can add a horn attachment to, you can just slide this stuff right over the top, and then on the end, just tie it straight in a knot, and you're ready for stuffing. All you have to do now is just load the top with your boudin mix and start stuffing your casings. I usually start out slow at about level 4 until it starts running real smooth, and then I crank that up to about a 6 or a 7. And if you've got some extra hands, it'll really help knock this stuff out. Then just make sure you leave a couple inches of casing, but when you pull it off you can just tie it off like a balloon. And just like clown animal balloons, you can just twist this off into regular lengths. But be careful, because just like balloons, sometimes it'll pop. And you can either start cooking this right away, or you can let it marinate in the refrigerator for a few hours. And there you have it, Boudin, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.